What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you for joining me. I'm gonna be quick with this particular review. Now, this shoe's a restock that came on the sneakers app a couple of days ago. And I say restock loosely because there was only like 500 or something pairs of the Atmospheres. There's quite a bit of the Marinas. And there's by far a lot of these particular shoes. So you all know why you're here. What I'm asking is for you to watch the entire video. I got a couple of things I want to say to you, a couple of points I want to bring up, and I want to get your honest and true opinions after I bring up those points. So let's get right into the unboxing this shoe. So normally I do a live unboxing, take the box out, give you the size tag and all that good stuff, but I've already run through this and you guys seen this 1,000 times. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, I'm pleased to present to you the Air Jordan 1 Brotherhood. So yes, another polarizing release from Jordan Brand. A Jordan 1 that is most likely one of the first ones to sit in the year of 2022. Now it's probably gonna be between this one or the Dark Marina, between which of those is gonna reach outlet first. But if I had to guess, it'll probably be these Brotherhoods. Now, like I mentioned, there was supposed to be 100,000 pairs of these that was left on the sneakers app. Now, I'm not sure if today, which is April 19th, if these shoes have sold out yet, but they were absolutely there. Now, my pair, I actually got on that restock. Now, to be honest, I can't remember if I even slept through the first release or not, but since they were there and they were right in my face, I decided to go ahead and purchase, and let's talk about it real quick. So first and foremost, the problem that a lot of people have with this shoe is the overall colorway. I don't feel like we need to get into the shape and the stuff of the Jordan 1. You guys seen 1,000 Jordan 1 reviews. But the colorway is one of the problems that a lot of people have been having. Now, the thing about this shoe is that it is inspired. It's not a direct take, but it's directly inspired by the colors of Omega Psi Phi, also known as Q Dogs or Bros or the Brothers. So if you're not aware, Michael Jordan actually pledged with Omega Psi Phi during his days at UNC. Thanks to Sneaker Fetish for this little tidbit, Mike actually didn't cross when he was actually at UNC. He crossed as an alumni, which I think is fairly common amongst people, but hey, just one of those tidbits, and thanks Sneaker Fetish for that. Now you can go online and Google a lot of people who pledge Omega Psi Phi, the Brotherhood. Shaq, I think Stephen A. Smith, just a bunch of people. I want to say Ray Lewis. A lot of people pledge this, and this is very near and dear to those people. So in order to not upset certain folks, you take the color palette and you just change it just a little bit. So the people who pledge these fraternities are very particular about how their fraternities are represented. So for a lot of these folks, literal blood, sweat, and tears are shed to be able to cross into these coveted fraternities. And as such, they treat them and hold them near and dear to their heart. So the last thing that Jordan Brand wanted to do was misrepresent or make it seem like they were trying to capitalize on the fraternity itself, as opposed to being inspired by the fraternity and near and dear to his particular heart. So that's what you have here. Jordan Brand opted to go with this light Bordeaux and yellow colorway, as opposed to the purple and yellow colorway that's typically associated with the fraternity. So as far as the material of the shoe itself, the material of the shoe is actually really good. It's one of the best ones we've received all year. I'm gonna go ahead and push this material down, and you can see how slow it is to rise. The material is very soft, very nice. As Mike Richards say, it's buttery. It's a buttery shoe. All the materials feel really good around it. The gold does pop, in the light Bordeaux. I actually like the shoe. The shoe is a little bit deceptive on camera. I'm gonna hold up a couple of other shoes later on so you can get the gist of what people were actually expecting. But as you can see all around, you have the light Bordeaux and University Gold colorway. On the bottom is that University Gold radio traction pattern. Flipping up to the side, no sale here, which I'll talk about in a minute, but there's no sale here. Nice white, pure white midsole coming to the white upper and these windows up here. And of course, that Ball and Wings logo is in that light Bordeaux colorway. I mean, that's about it. Nothing else about the shoe other than the stigma surrounding the shoe is, that particularly special. Lace swap options, always a good thing. White and University Gold. And what comes standard is the light Bordeaux lace in the shoe. Now, here's a problem that people were having with the shoe. If you actually pledge Omega Psi Phi, if you're a Q dog, then this shoe was right up your alley. This shoe was one of those ones where it actually could have been a little bit more special, a little bit tailored to you. But again, Nike didn't want to cross those boundaries. So instead of getting that purple, you got that light Bordeaux. Next problem. This shoe is not quite a match for a Lakers colorway or a purple and gold colorway. People really wanted this shoe to be a Lakers colorway if they weren't associated with the Brotherhood. But as you can see, this shoe is a lot lighter than your traditional purple, and is not quite a direct fit for the purple and gold of the Lakers colorway. So problem number 3, the rollout, the release. Jordan Brand had an opportunity to release this shoe during Black History Month and give the history as such. For the release of Black History Month, Jordan Brand proudly presents to you the Air Jordan 1 Brotherhood, signifying Michael Jordan's acceptance into his fraternity, Omega Psi Phi. All things black, Here you go, Black History Month. Missed opportunity. This shoe actually dropped in March, I believe, and again here in April. And so here we go. Now again, Brandon Jordan is suffering from supply chain issues. There's no telling whether or not this shoe was intended to roll out around February or not, but that's not exactly what happened. And this is what you end up with. So last and certainly not least though, another thing that people were expecting again about the colors were certain hues they had in mind. So we were fresh off this Bordeaux release, which came out in 2021. I want to say it came out in November sometime. This is the true Bordeaux color that people were expecting. This is the same Bordeaux color that I believe is famous from the Jordan 7. This is the Bordeaux color people were expecting, not this lighter shade of the same hue. Again, just for comparison's sake, there's your Bordeaux and there is your light Bordeaux. Or people flat out wanted a purple. Again, people wanted this to be a Lakers colorway so bad, a purple or a light Bordeaux. This is what we wanted. This is what we ended up with. Now, this is the part I wanted you guys to pay specific attention to, and I hope it makes sense. Now, there are collectors for all types of seasons. There are those who want to go on a feet. There are those who just want to amass a large quantity of pairs, and there are those who buy for the story. Now, this particular story, if you're not pledged, if you're not into the whole fraternity thing, it just maybe doesn't resonate with you. But imagine this. There's a picture of a shoe right now of the Light Fusion Reds floating around that has, a worn look to it. It's really ashy. It's actually dope. It takes it up a notch. We also know the Jordan 1 Reimagined are coming at the end of this year sometime. And that particular release is also probably going to be a little bit worn, a little bit faded, a little bit cracked leather type-ish, like the Turbo Greens or the Hyper Royals. So imagine this shoe with that Hyper Royal or that Turbo Green finish. Imagine this shoe with the Hyper Royal or Turbo Green finish. Imagine this shoe with the Hyper Royal or Turbo Green finish. And so ultimately what I'm getting at is, what if Jordan Brand were to release this shoe with the Hyper Royal or Turbo Green finish, maybe even a black collar just for, changing sake. And let's say they said something like the Jordan 1 Faded Rivals pack. This would then be the Los Angeles Lakers colorway. Remember, Jordan beat them in the 1991 NBA Finals to win his first title. Maybe black up top to keep it consistent, or leave it like this, but faded the colorway with a sail midsole, vintage it up, age it up. This is the 1991 Lakers colorway. Faded rival number 1. Faded rival number 2, the Portland Trailblazers. Jordan beat them in 1992. Faded all over, sail midsole, part of the Essentials pack for Jordan 1. The Faded Rivals colorway, Portland Trailblazers. Again, paint the collar black maybe, or give you a little bit of sail or a cream. Fade this up, the Boston Celtics. Faded Rivals colorway. If nothing else, they gave you the other shoes to commemorate that kind of pack, that kind of storyline. Would you like this shoe more or less? Now again, storyline sometimes makes a whole difference. But that's just me. That's just food for thought. At the end of the day, I still do like the shoe. The shoe is very nice as far as quality is concerned. And you know what? I think you can wear this shoe more often than not. So I don't want to butcher the name, but if you guys remember the Dia de los Muertos, I believe it's a Day of the Dead Jordan 1 mid. I don't see too many people wearing that shoe, but I don't remember that people got the hate on the colorway as much as they do this one. Now that particular shoe was an inverse up here on the wings and the collar, where that one had a fuchsia or a light orange, I think. The colors are just the same, but flipped here. But these shoes are still very similar, and I think I like that one just as much as I like this one. Again, these shoes are always true to size. Obviously, the shoe is probably close to retail, if not under retail on the StockX. And I don't know how these shoes are gonna do in the long term. I don't predict resale prices. I don't care about resale prices. I give them to you just to report. But other than that, hey man, we're gonna go outside and do some lace swap options. If it works, I'm gonna go ahead and try to do a how to style video on this one. If it works, you're gonna see the card up here. I'm not sure when you're watching this video, but the card will be here on my how to style video. If not, I can't style it. A little food for thought about this particular colorway, just for you to get your juices flowing and your mind and your imagination running. I like the shoe. I'm gonna keep it. If this video piqued your interest at all, if I gave you a little something to think about, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell. I appreciate you guys for sticking in there with me. Thank you for everything. Until the next one, the Jordan 1 Brotherhood. I'm out. Black Snow. Oh, the original cut. There it absolutely is. I might like it better than the 2020 version. And I had to have